Wildfires all over the world. We did one yesterday. As you know, we stopped a war, but we stopped about 5 wars. So that's much more important than playing golf.
How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Aloha, everyone. It is Tuesday, July 29th. And let's get this thing, because you gotta have love and stuff. That one. I'll put this here. Oh. Okay, today is Tuesday, and this is a little vlog, a little news, mostly kind of not too disclosing update with my mom. My mom is in a local hospital Straub. Oops, shit, I'm trying not to use names, but it's because, you know, she's elderly and there's a consideration of
by no means
dizziness, but she describes it as lightheaded.
Dangerous.
Which, yes, absolutely. Because you use a walker, you get lightheaded, you could fall. And she knows, she's akamai, she's smart. If she's like lightheaded and she's falling, she knows, like, whoa, careful, don't just tip over like that. You know, you kind of tuck and roll type of best you can do. And she did, you know. But the thing is, we can't pick her up, even with me and my sister and the belt. It's like you can't, like, actually. And there's a, you know, she got ankle problems, so can't put your foot under your, you know, knee. You know, you can't. So we have to call assistance. So we called assistance. So like the fire team comes in, helps up at the chair, and usually, you know, check you out and everything's okay. And if you know someone elderly or you're elderly yourself, you might encounter this fireman. It's kind of like a health check. You come in, you know, it's non-emergency. It's from
we command it.
And we command it. No, it's recommended if someone's having like you have those warnings for stroke or warnings for heart attack, and they have the, I don't know what they are, those things. And if something's happening, you want early detection and early response. But if you don't know, you might have them, you know, come over and check this out on that. Well, anyways, there's a thing where they can help you up, you know? So, she winds up, we gotta go, doesn't feel safe because of the dizziness. So the whole hospital thing was, I mean, they checked her out head to toe, right?
By no means.
Head to toe.
Museum.
And basically she's A-okay health-wise, considering her age. She's A-okay. Nurses are going, hey, she's pretty sharp. Hey, you look good for you're that kind of stuff. I don't know. It's boosting the morale. But the nurses are, you know, kind of giving that, you know, hey, you look, all that. So there's no bad report like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? There's something there and there's something there, because they did heart and
I'm moving.
This thing and. But the only thing left is what the heck, where the lightheadedness comes from. So it's like, I still don't have a firmed up answer with lightheadedness. So it might have been just standing up too fast, which is a high possibility thinking back at that time. She's napping, she had coffee, and stand up fast, get a bit bed, and woo, dizzy. Okay, so that might be that. And it might be like they say, I mentioned it before, people start taking something for something, and then they wind up with like, they're taking like a handful of pills, and once in a while you have to tell your doctor with the list of medications, say, there's that tendency to have too many pills. It's not like I'm not recommending nothing to anybody, just ask your doctor. But I'm going to take
Won't understand.
all these brand name over-the-counter stuff, and then it turns into pharmaceutical, what the hell's going on? But some medications, like, I don't know what they are, because, anyway, there was an allergy one. I don't want to do brand name, but there's an allergy one that might have a drowsy side effect. So you tap that into whatever else, and dizziness. So she says lightheaded. So it's so she's trying to get. The big thing now is, there's nothing medical to keep her in the hospital. So there's a high chance of discharging. There's going to be a medical discharge. There's no reason to keep her. So they have to let her go. But before letting her out, discharge, it's got to have the safe place to go. So that's where the physical therapy people are trying to have a build-up, something that has a PT. So there's insurance and that, and heck, man, she might just have to come back here, and we're gonna have to like watch 24/7 because we don't want to do fall risk. Yeah, she's the eldest, a dear mom. So that's the scoop. My sister's gonna go there this morning, and I guess I go this afternoon. I'm not sure what's gonna happen because it's gonna be what happens today. And so that's the big long scoop. Mostly, so I know someone else out there watching this. So, don't bother with the call. We'll update everyone where
Correct.
It's just sort of whatever. Now, the news. I don't know, Trump's in Scotland while everything went to hell. But in Scotland, they went, boo, get out of here, you jabba. I won't explain the slang. And he made a deal with the EU, which is the biggest thing ever because it's a bunch of countries together called the EU.
Stop.
In an economic bloc.
Speak.
I am speaking. Shut up. And so here's this big deal. It went from 30% to 15% tariff. Okay, I'm not going lower than 15%. And so some 15% tariff with, I think, the UK, but then the EU.
Living room.
So in a sense, one deal, and he went from 30% to 15%. Ooh, that's, wow. It's like saying, how much for that? $500. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I'll give it to you for $300. Oh, it's a deal. No, you can probably get one of these for $10. Less than that, maybe. So, yeah, he made a big deal. And also, as he golfs, and there's he's cheating on the golf course, too. Because he's like, he owns the golf course. So his, Secret Service are there, and they're like, oh, sand trap, Mr. Trump. Oh, let's go. He walks ahead and then puts the ball down for Trump. Oh, look, there it is. Professional golfers say, if golfers cheat, usually they pull a ball out of their own pocket. Oh, here it is. He's got assistant caddy from the Secret Service or whatever the heck. So anyways, yeah. So while he's away doing that, everything he's not paying attention to stuff. So he's back to save the world, to put out all those fires. Because while he was golfing, he stopped 5 wars, and he's just full of BS. He's not. God, it's a chaos agent for. Anyways, there it is. Let's not make it too long, because I don't want to get into specifics, and I don't have, I don't want to delve into specifics. If people want specifics, go find out. I don't even like statistics. It's just a generalized idea, just to get an idea. This is just, so-and-so's on the Epstein list. Yeah, the Epstein list. The thing is, Trump's on it, and Trump's the freaking acting president. It's like, pedophile, acting president.
You are funny.
And the stupid thing is, just throw it onto the big pile of stuff. Felon, tax evasion, all this stuff. He had that other rape trial. Just throw it on all there. The Supreme Court, he loaded the Supreme Court to say he's immune to something. There's going to be a day of reckoning with all this crap. And
I'm listening.
I don't think, and Trump wants to make it where everything's set in place. He's rich as shit because of all this stuff that's been going on. Everyone else can go, go fly a kite, and then that's it. He's got it. He's there. And everyone else can go, oh, Epstein case. Well, if you say that I'm not on the list, I'll pardon you. 20 years in prison? Now you're free. Presidential pardon. He can do that to the witness, the last surviving witness to the Epstein case. So I think he's cautious. He's wising up about just pardoning. I will pardon my way out of this.
Not exactly.
They're on to him, and I think he knows they're on to them about. It's just, it's so insane that it's hard to even think of. Anyways, my dear mom, she's fine, and we're gonna have to watch her about, not getting hurt when she comes home. So
I hear you.
Love my mom, but it's gonna be a whole, who knows, day by day. And so I don't know about all this. So that's all this.
She won't leave.
And let's see Hawaii news. Yes, Hawaii news. Yeah. So Green, our governor, limits activation of Hawaii National.
What's your name?
Okay, what's your name? Mongoose Max. Like and subscribe. Our governor is going to limit activation of Hawaii National Guard.
You're listening.
Because we don't want National Guard to be under Trump saying, back up the ICE agents, because we're going to round up all the multicultural groups in Hawaii and just willy-nilly deport people. It won't work in Hawaii at all. It's not like a 1/4 of a population is Hispanic.
Looking for me?
Let's see who came over the border. We're on an island. Yeah, so Green, we have a good governor, and he's watching out for us and our National Guard. We don't want them to be part of the Trumpy MAGA goon squad thugs. Yeah, Hitler had the SS. Trump's got whatever he's trying to form. There's the big shooting in Manhattan. That's just kind of stupid. It's like a psycho. He's got mental problems, and he got his gun permit in Las Vegas, Nevada. Goes there with a thing, just starts shooting people. And the stupid corrupt mayor, who was found with bribes of gold bricks in his actual gold bullion in his refrigerator, is on the air going, we're looking into it. They always say, looking into it, we're looking into it. We'll sort it out, we're looking. And, how he got a gun, right? And the other thing is, all these 4 people are now dead, including, there's also one of them was a police officer, so he goes in. So, and then their reporting was, the police officer. Yeah, okay, yeah, the police officer. What about the other people? They're just so intensely, because, they're trying to kissy ass to, what are they? They're supposed to, MAGA's supposed to be law and order. We're the party of law and order. We're the most criminals in office. And somebody else dies at 67. I don't know who that is. I started life in the face. I started life in the face. He stared at life in the face. Okay, you're famous. I saw the movie Brian's Song with what's that guy? James Caan. Young James Caan as the football player who found out he had cancer and he died. And it was him and his buddy. Brian song. It was sort of sad. It was sort of like, hi, this movie is a TV show from the 70s, kind of. It's very 70s TV show-ish movie. But athletes who passed away. Oh, remember back in the day when everything was fine. Back in 1965 when you were relaxed. Just look for the floating kiosk. Yes, you too can go there.
Difficult.
Have a Mai Tai. This is a developer, Herbert Hayashi, in front of his pagoda floating restaurant. Oh, this was that inside Waikiki. It's a tea house inside. It's on King Street. It's no longer there. It doesn't exist now. The pagoda floating restaurant. Used to go out there and look down over the thing as a kid. Oh, look, the big carp, koi. Oh, look at the big koi fish. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Come on, don't want to do. Reminder that its autopsies are for the dead. Yeah, like the missing minutes in the Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, there's missing minutes. How did he die? What's his autopsy? Oh, here, political cartoon.
Excuse me, Mr. Netanyahu. Women and children are starving in Gaza. Can you please stop shooting at them when they're trying to get food and water? Says
the Satan, BB.
How are you questioning? How dare you question me? Why are you an anti-Semite?
Oh gosh, yeah.
She told me.
I remember there's some people that hide behind that. Are you an anti? Yeah. Never mind. It's a long story, but yeah. Judge a tree by the fruit that it bears. Okay, let's look.
Have a beach, excuse Christ, excuse
Oh, let's do this one then.
Why is he here?
Because
Israel has no choice but to continue in Gaza.
why? What? I should say, what should Israel do instead of war with Palestine? Of course people are starving in Gaza. It's a war. Siege is a tactic that predates writing. All of these people demonizing Israel and saying how bad things are for the Palestinians are deaf to history and reason. In 1937, 1947, and 1967, a two-state solution was offered. Israel accepted all three times. In 2000, at Camp David, Israel offered the Palestinian Authority 94% of the West Bank. Palestinian leader Yasser Arafat said no. In 2008, Palestinian Authority leader Mahmoud Abbas' response was also no.
Only for you.
No. Instead of state building, the Palestinian people have chosen their fate. If you choose to fight to the death, don't cry when you lose. I ask again, what should Israel do with an enemy that refuses any attempt at peace? Joseph Busan Kailua. Okay, Joseph, we're gonna delve into the the thing of the Mideast crisis, right? Stuff. Israel with its two states. Yeah. An artist from a Jewish guy, archaeologist, the naked archaeologist. It means his naked shows the truth. He's not nude, and he's really good about archaeology, and he knows the history and the history of the Palestinians. There is no such thing as Palestinian people in a sense, right? In the Roman times, they had the Jewish people, and they had multi-ethnic groups, and they kind of put them all together like slum. You guys go, and that was the Philistines. That wasn't like a unified, homogeneous. The Philistine, it's like a group of those guys, whatever's left over, and the Philistine thing becomes the Palestinian thing, and it's like a name change, but there's like no effect. The descendants aren't like, we lived here, but hey, I get their claim because you have the Israel story of Moses crossing the Jordan promised land stuff versus that stuff. How far back in history do you go back? Moses, side note of Moses, I just heard this, when God wrote the 10 Commandments on the stone tablets inscribed by the finger of God, he wrote on both sides of this tablet, so each tablet was inscribed on two sides, It was a Ten Commandments was a two-sided thing. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So, well, believe what you believe when it comes down to that ancient, but current. They have this area, Gaza Strip, and then there's the West Bank, this bank, that bank, and all that stuff. And the Palestinians, I think, opinion, not backed by historical or anything or factual, my opinion is the Palestinian people there are kind of not Jewish. They're more Arab, and the countries around are Arab. And they don't like the Israel, they want their own. And then they have Hamas infiltrated underground in tunnels built by child slave labor from stolen humanitarian millions and millions, and also supported by Iran. So Iran's been supporting these different terrorist groups, and they think, hey, they're backed by Iran, we got Hamas on our side, we're good to go, we'll eventually be on the winning side. Kind of like, excuse me, kind of like MAGA cult loyalists. Maybe not all. Some people might in the MAGA thing get redeemed when maybe there's some GOP revival, but the MAGA part, God, they're winning now. But anyways, so the Palestinians are in cahoots
All right.
with Hamas, thinking Hamas, but now, after the invasion and the terrible thing of hostages, for, was it 2 years now? And one more thing I gotta say, I'm just gonna break from that and say, on Maui, about 2 years ago, Lahaina wildfire, and I had like a near-death experience with a freaking systematic infection. It was simultaneous. But 2 years later, right, some mainland ghost hunting tour is going to make ghost walks through Lahaina. That's what this is up here. And they're going, hey, too soon, way too soon. People walking around, there's like people that died.
They wanted to do a ghost tour like 50, 100 years from now.
The guy that burned to death in this thing with his little Chihuahua car. Oh man, so I think people are getting way too insensitive about morality. I mean, it's not morality as in like you better be good, I can't punish you. Although that might be true, but it's like all this morality is thrown under the bus, and everyone's do what I want to as long as I'm rich. So, or whatever, they wind up winning. I spoke too much. Sorry about that. Time to go and say aloha to you. Don't worry, my mom's good. But if she come back, we gotta watch out. So that's the prime thing. That's what I'm sorry. Just got nervous. I'm just scared.
She can't stay.
She can't stay. Yes, she can. She's coming. Okay, she can't stay at the hospital. She has to come back here. So we have to figure out how that. Aloha to you. Stay safe. Aloha. Say your prayers and stuff. Push the button. Oh, but
Oh, there it is. She's Aloha to you. Aloha. Stay good.